Jay here, Stretford, Paddock. This is the Paper Talk. As you can see, I'm outside Old Trafford as usual, and the weather is brisk, I think is the term I'd use. Get your parkers on if you've got them. Loads of stories to get through, so I'll crack on. First one, this is about Sir Alex Ferguson and comments he's made to Khabib, the MMA fighter Khabib. I won't say his surname because I'll get it wrong and then everyone will lay into me in the comments, but you all know who Khabib is. So there was footage emerged of after the game against Everton, Fergie chatting to Khabib, where he sort of said that Ronaldo should have started. That Fergie said to Khabib that he felt Ronaldo should have started the game. He said, from what we gather as well, that you don't know the full conversation, so you got to be careful with context, but you can get some of it. He says, I also think when they saw Ronaldo wasn't playing, saw that from Fergie, whatever that means, and he then replied, he came on in the second half. That's what Khabib says. But Fergie's saying, when they saw Ronaldo wasn't playing and you should start your best players. Now, people can look at that and go, oh, why is Fergie saying that? Is that a dig at Ollie? I think this is just a conversation two people are having after the game. Who knows? Maybe they've had I don't know about Khabib. I don't think he drinks, but maybe Fergie's had a couple of wines. He's just sort of chatting about the game, and that's a little conversation he's had. Probably not realising, or maybe not realising, that he's being filmed. It's just one of those things that, in the grand scheme of things, isn't neither here nor there. It's just, at the minute, we're only under a little bit of pressure. It adds to it. Also, the papers have picked up on it. You can't ignore that. We're not, because it's the Paper Talk. The papers have picked up on it, and it's just something that Ollie could probably do without, with this sort of stories doing the rounds now that Fergie's... It's almost been the sort of the narrative is Fergie's questioning his tactics, and I don't really think it is that. I think it's just a chat between two people, albeit one of them's the most successful manager in the history of association football. After the game, just doesn't help. On the sort of managerial coaching front, Mike Phelan has signed a new deal. He signed a new deal till 2024, I think it is. So there seems to be a lot of confidence in the coaching staff here from the hierarchy. Otherwise, they wouldn't have offered Mike Phelan a new deal. I don't think that they're going to give him a new deal if they're not confident in Ollie, because they can sort of come as a pair, don't they? So it seems the board aren't sharing some of the despair or worry that a lot of the fans are. But we'll have to wait and see, because with this board, you never know. I mean, Jose Mourinho signed a deal, didn't he? Was it in January, and he was gone that year in December? So it doesn't mean a lot when it comes to these owners and the way that they dish out deals to people, but it shows a little bit of confidence at least. Also moving on to the transfers front. Now there's a Benfica striker called Darwin Nunez that United have been linked with, also been linked with Manchester City, and his agent has revealed that he's had a contact with top level teams. Now he's not said which teams they are and what sort of top level he's talking about, but there's a story doing the rounds in the Evening News. I think I picked up on it. It says the agent of Benfica striker Darwin Nunez has said he has been in contact with top level teams, told you, about a potential move for his client following links with Manchester United and Manchester City. Nunez has set tongues wagging after netting twice in the Champions League against Barcelona. More on Barcelona in a minute. He's been compared to Edinson Cavani, Nunez. Now, that might just because, when you're Uruguayan, you're going to get compared to him. But United could be in the hunt for another striker next season. There's a lot of talk that we could be in for Erling Haaland. Don't know if that's going to happen. We'll have to wait and see on that front. Some people saying, well, do we really need a striker? Can we not just move Mason into the middle, which is his natural position? Who knows? But I wouldn't be surprised if United did go for a striker next summer, whether that is Erling Haaland or someone else, especially when you look at the fact that Edinson Cavani is going to be leaving in the summer. Obviously, he's 34 and he'll be moving on. Cristiano Ronaldo as well will be 37. So, yes, he looks after himself and he's super fit, but can he play every game next season? He's not even playing every game at the minute, is he? I'm not so sure. So, wouldn't surprise me if United were in for someone like Nunez. And as always, we'll keep you posted on that front. His agent saying that Darwin is ready to play in any team on the globe. Various top-level teams have contacted us, but for us, the moment the head is on continuing and growing with Benfica and with the Uruguayan national team. This is how important things will come. Okay. Also, sorry, just a quick one. He's commenting on his similarities or his comparisons to Edinson Cavani. He says they have a lot of things in common. We're convinced that Darwin is destined for great things. So there you go. There's another story doing the rounds. Was said about Barcelona, and this has been going on for a little while now. It's been going on for about probably about a year and a half. Manchester United to take advantage of Barcelona's woes and swoop for player Ousmane Dembele. Now, I think this has come out of the Spanish press. I think it was come out of Mundo Deportivo, and the Daily Mirror and the Evening News have picked up on it, saying that United could be in for Dembele. He obviously went from Dortmund to Barca, I think it was in 2018, for 110 million quid. Hasn't really worked out for him, has it, if we're being brutally honest? And there's talk that United could get him. He's not signed a new deal. I mean, he's still obviously a massively talented player. It's not like it's been a complete disaster by any stretch. So there's talk that he's going to be offered a new deal, but if he doesn't sign it, then Manchester United could get him for a cut price. One to keep an eye on. I've spoken about this quite a lot. I don't see him coming here. I'm not sure we need... I know I just said we could be in for a striker. I'm not sure he's the type of player we'd go for. He's not an out-and-out striker. He's a sort of... He's almost like an inverted winger, isn't he, Dembele? I don't know. Maybe it's my personal opinion. I'm not so sure on him. But we'll keep you posted. Wait and see what happens. And if he is available on the cheap, then maybe Manchester United will be interested in him, because he's obviously got a lot of talent. Donny Van De Beek. We're becoming like Donny Van De Beek TV at the minute, aren't we? And I think like we're becoming Donny Van De Beek FCA. Everyone's just banging on constantly about Donny Van De Beek. And there's reports that United could be open to an idea of loaning him in January. I think it was the Mirror saying that United could be repeating what we did with Jesse Lingard last January by loaning Donny Van De Beek out this January and hopefully getting him some game time and giving him a bit of a boost. We saw how impressive Jesse Lingard was when he went to West Ham, and how that gave him a bit of a lift when he came back here. And there's a theory that that could do the same for Donny Van De Beek. We had this on the podcast last night that Everton's director of football, Marcel Brands, had said that about Donny Van De Beek. It is, of course, pity for Donny. He's a very good player, no doubt about it. Such a boy wants to play and wants to return to the Dutch national team. I don't know why he's sticking his nose. You know, right, he might want that player to come to his club, but it's no business of his to start talking about Donny Van De Beek and what a good boy he is. It sounds like a load of nonsense. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people out there who want to see Donny Van De Beek starting every game for Manchester United, feel that he deserves a chance, feel that he's not been treated very well. I've said it before, I feel I've not seen enough of him. I didn't see a lot of him at Ajax. I know he's not had a fair crack of the whip here at Old Trafford, but when he has played, I think he's done okay. He hasn't set the world alight. And maybe he's sort of stuck in those two things where he needs more game time, but when he does get these little cameos, he's not quite doing enough. But that isn't enough to get him the game time he needs. So it's a sort of, you know, self-defeating prophecy or whatever you want to call it. We'll have to wait and see whether he does end up at Everton in January, but something needs to get resolved because he's obviously unhappy. We saw him throwing his bib and spitting his chewing gum out the other day, and it's just all getting a bit daft now because I think everyone, myself included, is fed up of hearing and talking about Donny Van De Beek and just wish the issue would be resolved one way or another. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up there. Make sure you check out the channel. We've got loads of good videos coming up. We're going to have a bit of a debate later on as well about Ollie. We've got some interviews coming up. So make sure you are checking out the merch as well, paddockmerch.com, and subscribing to the channel. We're on over 610,000 subscribers. I want to get to 700,000 by the end of the season. So don't forget to hit like, share and subscribe. I've been Jay Motti. This has been The Paper Talk. Thanks for watching.